If it wasn't for this family, this boy really might have lost his life this day. If you haven't seen this video, it made me absolutely livid. This family was out paddleboarding and they stumbled upon this kid named Marquise. And he was on like the shoreline and it seemed like his friends left him. And it was taunting him, making monkey noises and all kind of stuff. He was saying he cannot swim. Obviously, these wasn't really good friends. So apparently they set him up to do this. And he was stuck out there and his family came and rescued him.
Let's get going again. We got this. This will be the day.
Hey, they copied us.
Wait, I think it's cool. That's cool.
How dare you call it cool? Daddy, a lot of people have copied our houses rather than the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're probably jumping.
What did you say that word?
We said that word, Justin. I'm glad you can hear that from a mile away.
It's like, ah!
No, that was.
See how fast it's going?
Imagine if the thing was freaking.
Ah!
What you just said.
I was fishing in the water and I said,
Wait,
Fair, we tell them to hold off the back and forth.
You can swim down, River, you fucking retard. I think I'm staying. Bro! How am I gonna get you back home? You don't think Mama Marquise is gonna be worried? Yeah, your mom. My mom's name. My dad's your mom is always worried about you. My dad's in prison. I think that's why. When your dad's in prison, we know, we can tell just by looking at you. Bro, we get it, you can't swim, but
Bro,
we
just go
just
get a
got you.
kayak.
You
I'll
have a
just wait.
fucking life jacket on, Marquise.
I'll just wait.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
Bro, I'm black. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna save me.
Bro, yes it does.
Bro, I'll just find a way. Hey.
hi.
Yeah, they think I'm about to swim back, but I can't swim.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
I'm gonna die.
Standing right
Hold
now.
on to the
You
back
have to
part of the
go.
board.
I'm just trying to get over
that to
there.
get over there.
We can get
We
you.
taught him how to swim.
Oh, so I can just like hold on to the back of the boat.
Right here if you want.
Yeah, I might drown.
You won't drown.
You won't
I'm gonna try to
drown.
get
You're not going to drown. I promise you won't drown.
There you go.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Huh?
Hey,
What's your
Oh,
name?
my name is Marquise. But everybody calls me Lavar because I go to like Denellen.
are you okay? Are you okay?
Ma'am?
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was okay getting over here. And they think I'm about to swim back. I can't even swim.
Good job right now.
Probably not holding this. And it's my first time here.
It's your
Oh,
first
first time? Well, welcome.
Yeah.
How'd you get over here?
Yeah, what
They made me
happened?
take that way over there, and they had 2 life jackets on. I'm never coming back with y'all.
Yo, we told you if you were coming, we had a life jacket.
A life
makes you
jacket.
float.
This ain't even for a big kid. This for a little kid.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm never coming back with y'all.
I don't know what to say.
Fuck, his friends are fucking assholes.
I wonder how old he was. What?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing great wherever you are watching us from. There are moments that makes you stop and ask yourself a simple question. What kind of people will stand there laughing while someone is convinced they are about to die? That's exactly what happened to a young black teenager who trusted the people around him, only to find himself stranded across a water knowing he couldn't swim. Instead of helping him, they mocked him, laughed at his fear, and watched him panic. This story hits different because many of us grew up hearing the same warning from our parents and grandfathers. Be careful who you trust and never ignore that feeling when something doesn't seem right. Today, we are going to talk about what happened, why this situation should never have happened in the first place, and why one family decision to show compassion made all the difference. Anyway guys, let's dive straight into the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. I'll be back with my commentaries.
So I just wanted to address this video real quick of my family and I helping this young boy across the river the other day. Most of the comments are really positive, but some of them are really negative, and some girl made a video making some wild claims about us, so I just wanted to address a few things. First of all, when we were first paddling down the river, all we could hear was their voices. Sound travels really easy on water, so we could only hear voices. We could not see them. We couldn't hear exactly what they were saying. As we got closer, I could kind of make out what they were saying more. I could tell it was more serious than I first thought, but I still didn't understand what was going on. As we got close enough, I noticed that the voices sounded like teenagers, and then once we could see them, that's when I noticed the entire situation unfolding. He first said that he couldn't swim and that they gave him a life jacket, but when I saw him, the life jacket was really small. Water, I'm on the water all the time. Water is so unforgiving, it can turn deadly in a split second. There was a current that day, there was wind, and he said he couldn't swim well. That was a recipe for disaster, so I knew right then and there I wasn't going to leave him to just cross on his own. So like I said before, I didn't understand what was going on. They were laughing, they were bantering back and forth, they were talking crap to each other. I didn't know what was happening, but then they also seemed like they knew each other, they were friends. So I was so confused, but I helped him across. He got the back of our board. Paddle boards are hard to get on if you're in like waist deep water. They're kind of hard to get up on. So he just hung to the back of the board. We got him straight across the river. And then as we were dropping him off, he was like talking crap to his friends and sticking up for himself. So my husband was laughing, like good for him. He was sticking up for himself. Anyway, this whole situation was such a learning moment for not only my family, but for that boy and the friends, and obviously God wanted the internet to see it too, because this was a huge learning moment, I know, for myself and my kids and my husband. Absolutely unreal. Anyway, Marquise has gotten home safe and sound. He has checked in. Everything's okay. Hopefully this was a learning lesson for him and an eye-opener as to who he keeps as company. One thing I do want to point out that I noticed about all the negative comments and like the people dissecting this and saying it's not good enough or we should have done more, most of them are actually the same color as me, so that's kind of weird to notice. You would think that everyone would be happy that a life was saved.
Have an update to the story. I spoke to Marquise's sister, and all of the boys that were involved in the incident attend Dunellen High School. Marquise's sister says that he was invited over by his friend Zach, who he's hung out with in the past, had no issue. In fact, his family have been very kind. Unbeknownst to Marquise, several other boys were coming over, and they're from the basketball team. They went down somewhere that they weren't supposed to be, at one of the boys' aunt's house, where they're able to access the lake, that area, and people go tubing and all of that. That's how he got over there. From my understanding, he was talked into it. They left him on the opposite side and was trying to force him to swim his way back, knowing damn well he couldn't swim. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I don't care. But the Dunellen, and they're on the basketball team, come to the front. Expeditiously. Primarily, I'm going to need to talk to the coach of the basketball team. Now, a couple of you guys have left comments about reaching out to the boys. They're all minors. I'm not worried about talking to them. The school and their parents come to the front expeditiously. Again, I am asking for the school and the parents of those boys to make a statement. And I'm not waiting too long on it.
I'm glad somebody commented this. Are these not white people saving him? Yes, these are white people saving him. I'm glad you pointed that out. I would expect that a father and a mother with children seen a person in distress and they came to save them, no matter what color. You pointing out that white people took the time to save them is literally trying to absolve the white people who left him there, stranded on a shoreline, knowing that he could not swim, told him to jump in that water, and then taunted him with making monkey noises and telling him how his mother would be concerned that he never showed up, thus proving how cruel and horrific those people are, and that there is a history and a culture of violence and cruelty in white America. A family saving him should be the normal. What is abnormal is leaving a person stranded and then making monkey noises on the shoreline. That's abnormal. But white Americans have always thought the whole making monkey noises at black people were funny things, right? And the truth of that is they do that because they see black people less than human. And even though you may not been trying to be malicious, you literally are trying to absolve the other racist people in the situation that were okay and comfortable with this black child dying because they ultimately just left him there, laughed it off and paddled away while he was in fear for his life. There's a lot of white people who struggle with understanding that humanity is the bare minimum of life. Racism and cruelty shouldn't be a culture, and white people have rallied around that so much that it has become their sole identity. They have grown community off of racism. They have grown love for each other off of racism. But the fact that people are highlighting, oh, white people did something nice for a black person should already tell you that typically this is not a thing that happens. And they're highlighting this while also eliminating the fact that a black person was in an all-white space and literally almost lost his life. And the same people could care less and acted like it was another Tuesday, while taunting him and calling him a monkey, even though they were the ones that exhibited the animalistic behavior. And we have seen time and time again that black people entered white spaces believing that these people shared the same sentiment as them, in which they should have. And ultimately, their safety as a black person was absolutely jeopardized, and many times even resulting in their life being lost. And people have a hard time understanding individually, yes, there are many white people who advocate for black people, who support black people, who are friends with black people. There are many, even during times of slavery. But as a collective conscious, it has been a culture of violence, racism, and torment. Two things can be true at the same exact time.
Kind of contradicting when you say y'all aren't safe with white people, yet a white family helped him. I think evil comes in all shades. I would have helped him and even told him to stick with me and blah, blah, blah. Haley, I understand why you offended, girl. I get it. Y'all always offended when we point out the obvious. The obvious being that black people have never been fully safe as the only token black motherfucker in a room full of white people. Like, hello, history much? Present day much? I've heard countless stories of us being found literally papowed. A black man was papowed going on a camping trip with his white friends in a cabin. A black woman was found unalived in the backyard at a sleepover, and she was the only black woman there, and they claim she jumped off the second floor balcony, which does not even make any sense, because who's gonna go to a sleepover, take pictures, have a great time, and then commit suicide? The math just don't math. And on top of that, like I was saying, at the end of the day, we've never been fully safe just in this country walking around as black people. We get followed in stores, we get harassed, people are constantly trying to over police us. They think that white people think they have authority over us. We've seen a million Karen videos. You literally listened to my video to respond, and you didn't actually listen to what I was saying. I said not all of you all are like that, because I do believe that there are pockets of white people that are cool as fuck, that are not an imminent danger to you. However, as a collective, we know what it is. There is a lot of inherent bias, anti-blackness, and just flat out racism in your community, Haley. Now, if you are a hit dog hollerer, then I suggest that you check yourself, because at the end of the day, maybe you are one of the good whites. Maybe you are. I literally made it a point to say, shouts out to that lady. I gave her flowers. The fact that you needed to sit up here and say, oh, it's a contradiction. It's not a contradiction. Multiple things can be true at the same time, darling. Muhammad Ali said, if 1,000 or 10,000 snakes is at your door and 100 of them are not venomous, are you going to open the door and let the snakes in? Are you going to take that chance? No. That wouldn't be wise. You have to be cautious. Black people have to be cautious, on guard, and always use discernment when it comes to other groups of people, not even just white people, but other groups of people outside of ourselves, even amongst each other, but so a million times more when we are in situations with other people that are not predominantly us. Historically and in modern times, it has not been safe. That's it. Of course, there's, bad people in every group. I never said that there wasn't. But when it comes to black people and what our relationship has been with white people, it has not been good.
It hasn't. So if that hurts your feelings, then it is what it is. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Girl.
Peace. I know darn well you ain't went out there to that lake and can't swim. I know darn well you ain't went out there to that lake and can't swim. Marquise, Lamar, they not your friends. They not your friends. They were willing to risk you drowning. And then they say they taught you how to swim. They not your friends. Don't you ever go nowhere with somebody that talking about we gonna teach you how to do something. Marquise, aka Lamar, if you don't already know, don't you go nowhere with nobody. Don't you go nowhere with nobody. Did your mama know you were gone? Did your mama know you were gone? Thank God for that family that came that actually saved your life. Because those boys was telling you, Marquise, they not your friends and they were not playing with you. Where is your mama at? Because I bet you she didn't know you were there. Especially you can't swim. Where your mama at? Tell your mama to come up here. Tell your mama to come up here, Marquise, aka Lamar. I need to talk to your mama.
Do not let your child be the only, and I don't care what it is, the only black girl, the only black boy, the only this, the only that in a friend group. Because there's a video I posted in my repost of this boy. He can't swim. He's out there paddleboarding with his friends. They've left him. He's saying, I can't swim. They're like, well, monkey, swim for it. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, monkey, 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 monkey. And these are the people that he thinks are his friends. These are people that he thinks are really in community with him. And I know we have to teach our children who to befriend, who not to befriend, but I just feel like that's that kind of situation. And I will never put mine in a situation where he's the only anything in any friend group in any neighborhood.
This kid's parents need to see the following video because he's clearly hanging out with the wrong crowd and one day it could cost him his life.
You gotta learn how to swim. You can swim downriver, you fucking retard.
Hey, your mom, my mom's name. My dad's
Your mom is always worried about you.
My dad's in prison.
I think that's why. Your dad's in prison. We know. We can tell by looking at you. Bro, we can't even swim.
Bro, just go get a kayak. I'll just wait.
Fucking life jacket on, Marquise.
I'll just wait.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
Bro, I'm black. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say.
Bro, yes it does.
Bro, I'll just find a way. Hey. Yeah, they think I'm about to go back.
Thankfully for him, this family was there to help him. They put him on the back of their kayak and took him to shore. But if it was up to his buddy, he would have left him right there. In the original video, you can hear this kid telling his friend that this is the last time that he's coming out with them. And I really hope that he holds that true. Because obviously, any real friend wouldn't leave you like this.
I'm sure by now you guys have seen the video of the young black boy stranded in the water with a group of his friends urging him to jump in and swim across the lake, even though he can't swim, all the while teasing him and making monkey noises. This is diabolical.
I think that's why. Your dad's in prison. We know. We can tell by looking at you. Bro, we can't even swim.
Bro, just go get a kayak. I'll just wait.
Fucking life jacket on, Marquise.
I'll just wait.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
Bro, I'm black. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say.
Bro, yes it does.
Bro, I'll just find a way.
As a girl raised in the South by the Gullah Geechee people of South Carolina, there are certain rules that were drilled into us to keep us safe. Never ever go as the only black person into the woods with YT people. Never ever go as the only black person to the water with YT people. Never ever as the only black person sit around and watch YT people get drunk because they will surely turn on you. And if by chance you have a best friend there, do not depend on that best friend to help you because although they may not participate in violating you, they will not have the power to stop the mob. Y'all be safe.
Welcome back, guys. Watching this unfold honestly made me angry. Not because accidents don't happen. They do. but because this simply wasn't an accident. This was a series of choices made by people who knew better. Think about it for a second. If you invite someone somewhere, especially around water, and you knew they can't swim, your responsibility is to make sure they stay safe. That's basic human decency. Instead, they left this young man stranded on the opposite side, laughed while he panicked, and even handed him a life jacket that clearly wasn't made for someone his size. Imagine the fear running through his mind. When he said he thought he was going to die, I believed him. People who knew how dangerous open water can be understand that panic alone can become very deadly. Lakes and rivers don't care about how old you are, how athletic you are, or how confident you think you are. Once fear takes over, every second matters. That's why the real heroes in this story weren't the people he came with. It was the family who happened to be passing by. They didn't owe him anything, but they recognized that another human being needed help. And instead of pulling out a phone or laughing, they acted real fast. That's the kind of example we should be talking about. Too often, social media rewards cruelty. People record someone having the worst moments of their life because they think it will get views or make their friend laugh. Some have forgotten that being funny isn't worth putting another person's life at risk. Real character shows up when nobody is forcing you to do the right thing. The family on those paddle boards showed exactly what character looks like. Now, I also want to say something directly to the young people watching this. Peer pressure is dangerous. Sometimes we think the biggest risk is saying no to drugs or alcohol, but the truth is, saying yes to the wrong group of friends can be just as dangerous. If the people around you enjoy humiliating you, if they laugh while you are scared, if they ignore you when you are asking for help, those aren't your friends. Every young person deserves friends who protect them, not friends who test how much pain they can take. And for parents, this is another reminder that conversation at home matters. Teach your children about water safety. Teach them that courage isn't showing off. Teach them they never have to prove themselves to impress a crowd. Most importantly, teach them that if something feels wrong, they have every right to walk away. No friendship is worth risking your life. In the end, this story could have had a complete different ending. Instead of talking about a rescue, we could have been talking about a funeral. The only reason we are not is because complete strangers choose compassion over indifference. That's a lesson all of us can take with us because at the end of the day, kindness saves life, cruelty destroys them, and every single one of us gets to decide which side we are going to be on. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Do you think those teenagers should be held accountable for what happened, or do you believe this was just a risky prank that went too far? Anyway, guys, share your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. See you in my next video. For now, peace.